Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. This is your match review for Leicester 2, Chelsea 0. And at this point, I'm not angry. I'm not even frustrated beyond belief. This was expected, let's have it right. We came on to our previews, not just myself, many others as well, and we tried to bring at least some sort of minuscule amount of positivity that maybe we are going to do something. And we were all saying, come on lads, let's get 3 points. Come on, we must win. Let's get 3 points. This is crucial. And I told you guys that my prediction was a 1-1. And I said that because I knew of how crucial the game is, how much Chelsea need to step up, and how difficult it's going to be against this Leicester team that we know is solid, beyond belief, solid. We knew this. And this is why I predicted a 1-1, and that was given the benefit of the doubt. But deep down in our guts, none of us wanted to say it, but we all knew this could go horribly wrong. And that's exactly what happened today. Exactly what happened today. We got dominated. Dominated. And when I say dominated, not in terms of possession, because we had more possession. But that doesn't mean that you've dominated a game. Look at the amount of times that Leicester were able to cut through and execute exactly what they wanted to do compared to when we wanted to execute what we wanted to do and we couldn't. It was night and day. Leicester were on a different class, a different level, a different dimension compared to us. But my concern with Chelsea today, and this is crazy because we always talk about how things can change tactically. We always talk about how things can be done from realizing where a minuscule error is and rectifying it. Is one player not performing well? Today was everyone. Everybody was just down in tools. It just looked like everyone down tools. It's as simple as that. Yes, we were passing the ball sideways and sideways and sideways, and that's why we have our possession stat that's gone in our favour, because we just pass sideways to the wing and sideways, and the odd occasion we tried to go through the middle and we got shut down very quickly. Even from the wings we got shut down very quickly. Every time we try and put a cross into the box, it didn't really materialise. We just offered ourselves nothing. But my concern is the level of urgency, intensity tonight was criminal. Criminal. It was absolutely criminal. And it comes across like the entire team was operating on 50%. And Lampard on the touchline doing nothing about it. And that's exactly it. And, you know, at that point, what do? Do you shift the entire 11? Or do you shift the manager? That's what it's come to. Let's go into the lineup and see how we lined up, because even though it doesn't really matter, but let's go into the lineup. We started with Edouard Mendy in goal, Ben Chilwell left back, Reece James right back, Thiago Silva, Antonio Rudiger once again slotting in at centre back, Mateo Kovacic and Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi getting his start, and Tammy Abraham up top. So Giroud was out with an ankle injury. He wasn't available, so Tammy was the one that stepped in. We had Hudson-Odoi get his first start. We looked at the lineup and thought, okay, this might work. This could be okay. But again, this went beyond tactics. I can't talk about how we played, or, you know, the positioning of certain players and the formation, and because even at times we were playing in a 4-2-3-1. We can't even discuss what we were missing tactically, because whatever we've been doing tonight, whether it was a 4-2-3-1, whether it was a 4-3-3 when we're attacking, whether it was a 4-4-2 later on when Timo Werner came on, we looked the same. We look the same because everyone is jogging. Everyone is just nonchalant. Everyone is just, yeah, okay, no problem. Nah, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. That's the impression that I got from everybody today. How many times in midfield were Leicester in possession and able to trickle past our midfield? How many times were their striker, Jamie Vardy, or whether it was Maddison, or whether it was an Albrighton, getting on the flanks or down the middle, being able to run past our defence very easily, couple of combinations, very straightforward for Leicester to make their way through. How many times did we see once again, and I said this on the watch along, we saw it against Arsenal. We saw it against Manchester City. We saw it against Fulham, even though we won that game, but we saw it against Fulham. And we saw it tonight. That one pass that can split us straight down the middle. And it's easy for the opposition to get from defence to attack with one ball. One ball. That's all it takes. But it's never for us. We can never execute that one ball. We can never get someone in behind the defender. It's crazy, but when you look at the energy of Leicester and the way that they were moving and the way that they were coordinated, they looked so organised, they looked so composed, they looked like a unit, they looked like a family, they looked like a block. They were all moving in a block, constantly defending in a block, attacking in a block, defending in a block, attacking in a block. Their press was unique, their press was executed perfectly, whereas with us, we always just seem to send one player on a press and then it moves and then we send another player on a press. Leicester come at you like hounds. They come at you like bloodthirsty animals that are looking for a dinner that they haven't had for a week. That's what they look like today. With us, we just had no desire, no energy to do anything about it. And that screams to me that the players just don't care that much about the manager. Because don't get it twisted, they know the situation we're in. They know that Lamp's head is on the line now. They know that it's going to turn out only one way if results continue like this. And today could have been the killer blow. And I'm coming on here now and saying I reckon Frank Lampard has served his last game as Chelsea manager. I will be surprised if he's still in the job for the Luton game. Because when you look at it, it's a perfect situation for a new gaffer to come in. We've got Luton on Sunday. Today is Tuesday. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. After Luton, we play Wolves on Wednesday. So we've got 8-9 days before we play Wolves. Perfect opportunity for an interim to come in. Perfect opportunity. We won't have an opportunity like this again. This is why I'm thinking maybe the bullet will be bit. Maybe, if that makes sense. Or the bullet will be bitten. That's probably that's grammatically correct. But Roman, I think, is about to take action. I think this game, there's losing and then there's losing. There's losing games where you've done everything in your power. You've done everything correct. And you were just unlucky. We done nothing. We done absolutely nothing. And Leicester sussed that out early. They got the goal very early on after 6 minutes. And the way they scored their first goal, again, was criminal. Absolutely criminal. How is it you have so many men in the box and not one player is marking Ndidi on the edge of the D? I'm sorry, but that is schoolboy. That is something you learn at year 11 playing for your year 11 team. And your manager, your coach or whoever, when you're playing for your year 11 school team, tells you, hey, watch out. The man on the D might get the ball and he might take a shot. He might, you got to watch out for that man. Always keep a marker on him. It's basic. That's basic. We had no one. Instead, what I realised was there were 3 Chelsea players in that box not marking anybody. They were there for the leisure. They were there because they got a ticket into the box or something. They came to see a show. I don't know what they were doing, but they weren't marking anyone. Instead, Ndidi was on the edge of the D by himself. And what happened? The ball fell to him. He took a shot, put it where no keeper was going to save it, hit the post and went in. 1-0. And then the second goal, criminal again. Again, if you're looking in terms of that killer ball that I was talking about, it was there. Look at that. Look at the way that killer ball was provided. Fantastic over the top. It lands to Jamie Vardy, but then it gets flicked off. Rudiger's obviously keeping his eye on Vardy. Reece James has completely allowed Maddison with a red carpet to go and do as he pleases. Here you are, mate. Here's Edouard Mendy in front of you. Go, good luck, take your chance on goal. And that is exactly what he done. And he slotted it in nicely. 2-0, there we are. And they scored again, but that was offside. And that was taking the mick. If that goal had stood, the third one, that would have been a disgrace. Honestly, would have been a disgrace. Because the way that they were passing in the box, they were taking the mick. At the time to get the ball, turn around, look and go, okay, I'm going to put it there and smack, hit it into the net from like a yard out. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, we scored with Timo Werner, but that was offside. Very, very small fraction, but that doesn't change the game whatsoever. Because today, from minute 1 to minute 90, we were second best. Not even second best, we were worse. There's no best or anything. We were just worse. And I don't get any vibe from this team or these players that they are putting their lives on the line to protect the manager and his job. And to fight for the manager like we've seen in previous instances, previous players in our team play for the managers that we've had previously. We did not get that today whatsoever. As far as I'm concerned, they're not too bothered if Lampard gets sacked in the morning, and it's plain to see, based on tonight's performance and the results that we've had as of late, that they're just not up to it and they're really not bothered in terms of what happens because they'll be protected. It's as simple as that. And Lampard doing absolutely nothing about it whatsoever. How many times do we see him on the touchline again, arms folded, no motivation, no yelling his guts out, no nothing. He waited till minute 65 to make 2 substitutions and that was it. He brought on Timo Werner for Callum Hudson-Odoi and he brought on Hakim Ziyech for Kai Havertz. And we saw Kai Havertz come off, Ziyech go onto the right. We went to a 4-4-2, and even then nothing changed. Everything looked exactly the same. No energy, no nothing in this Chelsea team whatsoever. And Lampard with more options on the bench, like a Billy Gilmore, for example, to come on and do a job. Doesn't decide to use it. Instead, he just sticks out with what's on the pitch, hoping that something happens. Again, inexperience. He doesn't know how to get this team out of this situation. And right now, it does seem like it's all too big. And it's sad. It's sad because it's Frank Lampard. If there's one man that we look at and we want to succeed at this club, it's Lampard. You know? If it's Lampard or JT or Didier or Cech or Ashley Cole or Essien or one of these legends, that comes in as our manager, we want to see them succeed and we want to see them win everything because that would be historic. That would be at a point where all of us would go, we've hit the pinnacle. We have done it with our legend as our gaffer. This is amazing. But it's clear as day now. It's clear as day that it's just not working. And when you're playing like this, after having spent 250 million, Roman Abramovich is going to look at it and take action. And I will be surprised if he doesn't take action, whether it's for an interim or a direct replacement. Because now, when you look at the Premier League table, we are currently sitting in 8th, having played 1 game more than Southampton, who are sitting above us, and we could go into 9th. We're 2 points ahead of Arsenal, who can now go above us. Aston Villa have 4 games in hand, so chances are that they will go above us, which means that we could dip into 10th. And Leeds United will only be 3 points behind us if they win their game in hand that they have now and potentially cause more pressure on us. Whereas the teams above us, we are 5 points away from Liverpool, who have a game in hand as well. So that could be extended to 8. Same goes for Spurs. That would be 7 ahead of us if they win their game. Everton have 2 games in hand. And West Ham are already ahead of us by 3 points, having played earlier on today and beaten West Brom 2-1. We've put ourselves in such a horrific situation. And top 4 now is a massive question mark. We need a miracle to get top 4. We need everyone to slip up. And that's the problem. You're now asking other teams to do you a favour. And that's not the position you want to be in. And that's not the position Roman wants us to be in. And that's why I think now is the time where he will probably take action. Simon Johnson made it perfectly clear yesterday on Talk Sport that Frank was already in trouble. And if we lose against Leicester, that could be it. I think that's it. Personally, I think it's done. And as I've said, it's tragic and it's sad because we don't want to see a legend end up this way, but it's the reality. So we'll wait and see what happens. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new video. We'll see what happens over the next 24, 48 hours after this game and see if anything does happen. And if it doesn't, then we'll see where we go from here. It's as simple as that. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it on anything that you want to discuss. Let me know and I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.